Hey guys, it's nearly Christmas as you can tell because of this giant calendar behind my head. Um, Once again, this is a really depressing video. Sorry guys. Um, but basically, tonight I've had my little brother stop crying for a certain reason, and it kind of made me rethink things. And recently, the term banter has been used so much around here, and it's because when you say something kind of controversial and kind of taking the mick out of someone, but then it was it's in a nice way, so it's like, oh, it's banter. But then also when people say it and it's completely out of line, for example, we were talking about we had a conversation in one of my lessons the other day, and it was whenever you say whenever you say the comment no offense, but clearly it's offensive, and you're just like, really? So that the word banter's been kind of being used in that way now, which makes sense, and I understand that because banter's a fun word to use, to be honest, but it's used wrong sometimes, and maybe sometimes people need to be a bit more careful of what they say. So the main issue with my little brother was basically primary school banter. So kids laughing at each other for certain things, but then because they laughed at him for a certain thing, it kind of became worse than that, and the kid just carried on. So he become the joke of the class, but he didn't like it. And it's one of those things in primary school it doesn't matter, but it makes me think because it's that part where your mind knows it's not right, but you don't give it enough time to kick in and be like, no, you can't say this. You just say it anyway. And it's very true all throughout life. It's one of those you do have to have some sort of mental block where it's like, I can't say this. I have to wait and just think and maybe say something else instead. But people don't control it anyway. For example, in college, a lot of people just say what's on their mind, and it's controversial, but most of the time it's funny or kind of makes sense. Whereas sometimes there is that one person in the group who always says something and then realizes afterwards maybe they shouldn't have said it. So then it's pretty much the gist of it is be careful what you say now, because we're in the age where gossip passes around really fast. People get annoyed really fast, and then they don't understand why they're not annoyed when you realize people have been saying bad stuff, but then covering it in an excuse like banter or no offense when clearly they're offended. And even if they don't show it on the surface, for example, if you see them and you say something to them and they're fake laughing, but it's kind of realistic, and then they go home and they're just like, why did they say that? It was just evil. And everyone does it. For example, I've said stuff in the past where I've been like, I shouldn't have said that to someone. I should really apologize. But at the same time, and it still shouldn't happen. You should still have some sort of thinking, thought process before you say anything. See, that's my tip for today. Even though I've put stuff on Facebook already for Jason, my tip for today is think before you say some things, because some things don't deserve to be said.